Welcome to Janie's Life-Changing Baked Goods, the home of the pie crust cookie. I'm Janie Deegan. I'm 35 years old. I'm the inventor of the pie crust cookie, and last year, my bakery brought in over $1 million in sales. On an average month, we sell anywhere between 30 and 45,000 cookies, and in our busier months, we're selling about 60 or 70,000 cookies. We do everything by hand. Part of what makes us so great is that, we're still like the artisan small batch vibe. A pie crust cookie, I like to call it my honor roll student, my firstborn child, my baby. The bottom is a disc of flaky pie crust. The middle is pie filling, and we do dozens and dozens of flavors. So it's like chewy, gooey, delicious pie filling, but not too much. And then the top is like a buttery streusel, like a crumbly topping. And I like to say it's like the perfectly proportioned bite of pie. We rotate through about 2 or 3 dozen flavors seasonally, but we always sell our top 4 flavor cookies. We always have pecan, chocolate, triple berry, and apple, which is my personal favorite. Last year, our bakery raked in over $1.3 million in sales. And during our busy season, we're hitting anywhere from like $100,000 to $300,000 in sales per month. I grew up on the Upper West Side. I had lived in fear for the first 25 years of my life. I got sober when I was 25, and prior to being sober, I was homeless and penniless. I was like a shell of a person. I was ready to face fear and ready to ask for help and ready to do anything to get sober and stay sober. But I found that I was so terrified of entering the job market. I just was so filled with shame that it was really hard for me to look people in the eyes. And baking was like this beautiful artistic outlet that just was like a way for me in early sobriety to connect with people. I was living in the East Village working as a superintendent, and I had this tiny kitchen, and I started baking. It was just it was like meditation and self-care and therapy for me when I couldn't afford therapy. My parents, the way they raised my brother and I with the idea, don't be a doctor, lawyer, or accountant unless that's what you want to be. Just make sure whatever you do, you are so happy to wake up and do it. I invented the pie crust cookie, I think in 2017. And when I started bringing it to these street fairs, people were like, what is this? This is amazing. I kept hearing the word scalable over and over again. It was a product that there's nothing else like it on the market. You don't have to share it. You don't need a fork to eat it. You don't really need a napkin. There's something special about cookies. And so it was really just an opportunity for us to grow the business in ways that I could not have as a cake bakery. The first couple of years of the bakery were really, really rough. Some days it would be 20 hours a day. It would be wake up at 4, bake cookies, go sell all day at some street fair in the rain, go back, clean up. Really overwhelming. During COVID, it was obviously harder, but my 2 employees and I spent a lot of time figuring out how we could scale our business as an e-commerce based business. I took cakes off the menu and really just concentrated on pie crust cookies and our other cookies. It enabled us to increase production and increase our revenue and meet a new market that was now all around the country versus New York City. I have 15 employees across 2 locations, and we're hiring for our 3rd. It was really important that we don't take into consideration the challenges that somebody might have had, either recently or in the past. We've had formerly incarcerated people working for us. We've had homeless people working for us. We've had addicts working for us. It's the person you show up as at the interview is what we're looking at. Are you excited to come to work? Are you ready to be part of a team? Like, are you gonna find the same joy in baking and selling cookies that we find? And those are like the most important attributes. We want to continue our retail expansion in New York City, as well as like really continue to grow our e-commerce side. I'm so grateful for my life, and I hope that I never stop feeling like I'm playing dress up.